Assalamualaikum dear students, I am Talat Suhail. I welcome you all to Virtual University's program on Personality Psychology. Today is our lecture number 11. We are talking about theories of personality. जनाब हम आपसे theories of personality discuss कर रहे हैं, लेकिन कोर्स टाइटल है आपका पर्सनैलिटी साइकोलॉजी और इस कोर्स में पर्सनैलिटी साइकोलॉजी की हम आपसे डिस्कस करें थेरीज ऑफ पर्सनैलिटी, जिसमें हमने आपके साथ सिगमंड फ्रॉइड की थ्योरी ऑफ पर्सनैलिटी की है, यूंग की एनालिटिकल साइकोलॉजी की है, एडलर की इंडिविजुअल साइकोलॉजी की है। आज हम आपके साथ शुरू करेंगे एक नई पर्सनैलिटी थ्योरी जो कि हमें कैरन हॉर्नी ने दी है। So in this lecture we'll be talking about Karen Horney's theory of personality. But before beginning with this new system, let us recap what we did in lecture number 10. In lecture number 10, we were talking about Adler's individual psychology. हम एडलर की साइकोलॉजी की बात कर रहे थे और हमने ये देखा कि जो एडलर की साइकोलॉजी है उसमें फोकस है कुछ चीज़ों के ऊपर। फॉर एग्जाम्पल, ही वॉज एम्फसाइजिंग ऑन सोशल साइकोलॉजिकल एस्पेक्ट्स ऑफ पर्सनैलिटी, ही वॉज एम्फसाइजिंग ऑन सोशल इंटरेस्ट एंड सेल्फ। फॉर एडलर फ्यूचर गोल्स आर वेरी इम्पॉर्टेंट, ड्रीम्स आर यूज्ड एज प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग मैकेनिज्म्स, or goal of psychotherapy is to encourage an individual to incorporate social interest into his style of life. तो वो style of life जिसमें social interest शामिल कर लिया जाए is a healthy style of life. And according to Adler, we are partially free to determine what we want to become. So personality development according to Adler is different according to Sigmund Freud. Sigmund Freud हमें कुछ और चीज़ों के ऊपर फोकस करता हुआ नज़र आता है और एडलर कुछ और चीज़ों के ऊपर फोकस करता हुआ नज़र आता है। For example, Adler is focusing on two things. Number one, feelings of inferiority, and number two, birth order. Feelings of inferiority are the driving force in the person according to Adler. और अगर आप देखें ये फीलिंग्स ऑफ इन्फीरियॉरिटी हैं जिनकी वजह से इंडिविजुअल फील्स इंफीरियर एंड वीक, एंड इट इज़ बिकॉज ऑफ दीज इन्फीरियॉरिटी फीलिंग्स विच आर द ड्राइविंग फोर्स विच पुशेस द इंडिविजुअल फॉरवर्ड। और दूसरी तरफ बर्थ ऑर्डर के ऊपर एडलर बहुत फोकस करते हैं। नाउ व्हेन वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट फीलिंग्स ऑफ इन्फीरियॉरिटी एंड बर्थ ऑर्डर, ये दोनों जो कॉन्सेप्ट्स हैं ये उसके पर्सनल एक्सपीरियंस पे बेस करते थे। डियर स्टूडेंट्स, वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट एडलर्स टू मेन कॉन्सेप्ट्स, जिसमें हमने पहले कहा फीलिंग्स ऑफ इंफीरियॉरिटी और दूसरे कहा बर्थ ऑर्डर। नाउ ही पर्सनली एक्सपीरियंस्ड फीलिंग्स ऑफ इंफीरियॉरिटी एज द ड्राइविंग फोर्स इन हिज पर्सनैलिटी. His elder brother was very handsome and very athletic and he was the favorite child of the parent. तो बर्थ ऑर्डर के ऊपर भी एडलर का बहुत फोकस है और दूसरी तरफ फीलिंग्स ऑफ इंफीरियॉरिटी. Adler thought he was ugly, undersized, and secondly he was the second of the 6 children. और उसका जो बड़ा भाई था वो उसके मुकाबले में ज़्यादा एथलेटिक और ज़्यादा हैंडसम था. So based on these two concepts which he personally experienced, he developed his theory of personality. उसके अलावा भी एडलर की थ्योरी के बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट कॉन्सेप्ट्स थे जो हमने डिस्कस किया आपसे. इंडिविजुअल साइकोलॉजी, ऑर्गन इंफीरियॉरिटी एंड कंपनसेशन, फीलिंग्स ऑफ इंफीरियॉरिटी, स्ट्राइविंग फॉर सुपीरियॉरिटी, स्टाइल ऑफ लाइफ, फिक्शनल फाइनलिज्म, सोशल इंटरेस्ट, mistaken styles of life, creative self. Then Adler gave us methods of studying personality, जिसमें उसने फोकस किया सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट चीज बर्थ ऑर्डर, फर्स्ट मेमोरीज एंड ड्रीम एनालिसिस. Goal of psychotherapy for Adler is to incorporate social interest into the lifestyle of an individual. फिर हमने ये कंपेयर किया था एडलर की थ्योरी को सिगमंड फ्रॉइड के साथ. Now, when we were talking about Adler, we said that Adler thought he was ugly and undersized, and he experienced feelings of inferiority. Then he experienced rivalry, sibling rivalry with his elder brother, who according to Adler was handsome, very athletic, and the favorite child of the family. When he was just 5 years old, he suffered from pneumonia. He even suffered from rickets. जनाब एडलर ने किताब पढ़ी सिगमंड फ्रॉइड की इंटरप्रिटेशन ऑफ ड्रीम्स. He was impressed by the book, wrote a paper supporting his work, and Freud invited Adler to visit him and to join his psychoanalytic society as the president. और ये एडलर की सबसे बड़ी गलती थी, क्योंकि ना तो उसकी इंडिविजुअल साइकोलॉजी में हमें कहीं से भी सिगमंड फ्रॉइड के साथ कोई रिजेम्बलेंस नजर आती है, और ना ही वो उस फिलॉसफी को सेकेंड करता हुआ नजर आता. सो दिस वाज हिज बिगेस्ट मिस्टेक टू जॉइन फ्रॉइड्स कैंप. Soon he disassociated himself from Sigmund Freud and began developing his individual psychology. Now, what is individual psychology? जनाब individual psychology refer करती है कि all individuals are unique and they want to live in harmony and peace with other fellow students. So human beings are not controlled by their selfish, aggressive motives, but they are controlled by sense of harmony and cooperation. That is, they want to live in harmony and peace with others. Organ inferiority, जनाब बात यूं है कि there are individuals who are born with a specific inferior organ. Some of us have weak eyes, some of us are born with weak stomachs, some of us are born with weak hearts. And these biological deficiencies are there, and we work hard either to compensate for them in the same modality or in a different modality. Feelings of inferiority जनाब हम सबके अंदर और बच्चों के अंदर इसलिए ज़्यादा because they are dependent on adults for their survival. जी बिल्कुल. Striving for superiority, जनाब जब भी एक इंडिविजुअल ये चाहता है कि ये सोसाइटी एक परफेक्ट सोसाइटी हो, he is pursuing such goals for the betterment or advancement of the society. He is striving for superiority. Style of life, well, style of life refers to the means by which a particular individual attempts to gain superiority, और इसको हम कहते हैं स्टाइल ऑफ लाइफ. हम सब जो हैं कुछ फिक्शनल आइडियाज, बिलीव्स और थीम्स जो हैं वो हमारी जिंदगी में बड़ी सिग्निफिकेंस और इम्पोर्टेंस रखते हैं, और ये फिक्शनल थीम्स दे आर वेरी यूजफुल. So we are guided by certain fictional themes according to Adler, and these fictional themes organize our life. Social interest, जब भी आपके अंदर ये ख्वाहिश होती है कि you should live in peace and harmony and friendship with others, और आप ये चाहते हैं कि इसमें दूसरों की भी बेहतरी हो, तो then you have social interest. अब ये जो डिग्री ऑफ social interest है वो हर फर्द में दूसरे फर्द के मुकाबले में मुख्तलिफ होगी, कुछ में ज़्यादा होगी, कुछ में कम होगी. Mistaken style of life, according to Adler, when an individual is simply being very selfish and he only wants to gain those goals for his personal advancement, well, he is suffering from superiority complex, या जिसे हम कहते हैं मिस्टेकन स्टाइल ऑफ लाइफ. और जब एक इंडिविजुअल के अंदर इतनी inferiority feelings हों कि these inferiority feelings are so overwhelming that he just cannot handle them, he suffers from inferiority complex. और एडलर ने हमें 4 स्टाइल्स दिए, मिस्टेकन स्टाइल्स ऑफ लाइफ दिए, जिसमें उसने पहली बात की रूलिंग डोमिनेंट टाइप, गेटिंग लीनिंग टाइप, अवॉइडिंग टाइप एंड सोशली यूजफुल टाइप. Dear students, we are talking about Adler's main concepts of theory. उसमें creative self. We know that heredity and environment provide the raw materials which the individual uses in his unique way to develop and determine the relationship with the world. Methods of study में Adler ने हमें 3 methods of studying the individual दिए, जिसमें birth order, फर्स्ट मेमोरीज एंड ड्रीम एनालिसिस. और एडलर के लिए गोल ऑफ साइकोथेरेपी ऑफ कोर्स इज टू इनकॉर्पोरेट सोशल इंटरेस्ट इन द स्टाइल ऑफ लाइफ ऑफ एन इंडिविजुअल. अगर आप एक ऐसी जिंदगी गुजार रहे हैं जिसमें सोशल इंटरेस्ट या दूसरों के साथ पीस, हार्मनी और अच्छे तरीके से रहना शामिल नहीं है, तो देन इट्स अ फॉल्टी स्टाइल ऑफ लाइफ एंड इट शुड इनकॉर्पोरेट सोशल इंटरेस्ट इन इट. बात आपसे हुई एडलर की पर्सनालिटी थ्योरी की. इट वाज जस्ट एन आउटलाइन व्हाट वी डिड इन लेक्चर नंबर 10 विद यू. हमने बात की थी आपसे इंडिविजुअल साइकोलॉजी क्या है, ऑर्गन इंफीरियरिटी एंड कंपनसेशन क्या है, फीलिंग्स ऑफ इंफीरियरिटी क्या है, स्ट्राइविंग फॉर सुपीरियरिटी क्या है, स्टाइल ऑफ लाइफ क्या है, फिक्शनल फाइनलिज्म क्या है, सोशल इंटरेस्ट, मिस्टेकन स्टाइल्स ऑफ लाइफ, creative self and methods of studying an individual. Dear students, that is as far as Adler's individual psychology or Adler's personality theory was concerned. Now let us begin with another important personality theorist, and that is Karen Horney. So Karen Horney developed a personality theory. Now her personality theory is based on 2 important concepts. Number 1, basic anxiety, and number 2, neurotic personality. Now, basic anxiety क्या है? Basic anxiety, जो according to Karen Horney, anxiety is created in a child when he comes into this world, which is of adult people. So there's an anxiety feeling created in the child. Number 2, she is talking about neurotic personality. Neurotic personality refers to maladaptive ways of dealing with relationships. और कैरन हॉनी का फोकस जिस रिलेशनशिप पर है, जिसकी तरफ वो फोकस कर रही है, टारगेट कर रही है, वो है पेरेंट चाइल्ड रिलेशनशिप. Faulty parent-child relationship based on hostility, rejection, dislike, disgust. So बात आपसे हो रही है कैरन हॉर्नी की पर्सनैलिटी थ्योरी की, और हमने कहा उसमें 2 चीज़ों की तरफ कैरन हॉर्नी का फोकस है. नंबर 1, बेसिक एंजाइटी. और बेसिक एंजाइटी उस वक्त क्रिएट होती है व्हेन द चाइल्ड कम्स इनटू दिस वर्ल्ड ऑफ adult individuals. His dependence and survival is there on adults. Number 2, she is talking about neurotic personality. और neurotic personality से वो मुराद लेती है maladaptive ways of dealing with relationships. Dear students, Karen Horney, a woman and a parent, she focuses on the concept of number 1, child's feeling of insecurity creates anxiety. Number 2, she is focusing on faulty parent-child relationship, and faulty parent-child relationship creates neurotic personality, develops a neurotic person. So एक औरत और फिर एक माँ, उसका फोकस पर्सनैलिटी डेवलपमेंट में 2 चीज़ों की तरफ. Number 1, child's feeling of insecurity, and these feelings of insecurity leading to development of anxiety. Number 2, faulty parent-child relationship, and this faulty parent-child relationship, it develops a neurotic personality or a neurotic person? बात आपसे हम करें कैरन हॉर्नी की पर्सनैलिटी थ्योरी की, और हमने कहा उसमें ये दो चीज़ें बहुत अहम है. सबसे पहले बेसिक एंजाइटी और दूसरी चीज़ न्यूरोटिक पर्सनैलिटी. Now let us see and go through a list of important concepts based on Karen Horney's personality theory. वो कौन से? Number 1, basic hostility and basic anxiety. Number 2, adjustments to basic anxiety. Number 3, she classified people according to 10 neurotic needs in 3 categories. Number 4, relationship between real self and ideal self. Number 5, adjustment techniques. And number 6, goal of therapy. Dear students, we are talking about some of the main important concepts that we'll be talking to you related to Karen Horney's theory, जिसमें सबसे पहला हमने कहा basic hostility and basic anxiety, then adjustment, how an individual make adjustments to basic anxiety. Then Karen Horney classified people according to 10 neurotic needs into 3 categories. और उसके बाद what is the relationship between ideal self and real self, और फिर कुछ adjustment techniques. जब हम adjustment techniques की बात करेंगे तो आप देखेंगे कि adjustment techniques बिल्कुल वही हैं जो फ्रॉइड के ईगो डिफेंस मैकेनिज्म्स थे, लेकिन कैरन हॉर्नी ने उनमें कुछ थोड़े से एडिशंस किए. शी हैज़ एडेड सम न्यू defense mechanisms and she has given them a very good label, and that is adjustment techniques. फिर goal of psychotherapy देखेंगे. Now Karen Horney was born in the year 1885. When she was just 12 years old, she was treated by a doctor. She was so much impressed that she decided to become a doctor herself. So जनाब, जब वो सिर्फ 12 साल की थी वो इतनी शदीद बीमार हुई, उसका इलाज एक डॉक्टर ने किया, और वो उस डॉक्टर के रवैये से और उसकी शख्सियत से इतना इम्प्रेस हुई कि उसने सोचा कि वो खुद भी डॉक्टर ही बनेगी. सेकेंड इम्पॉर्टेंट इवेंट, ड्यूरिंग द इकोनॉमिक डिप्रेशन ईयर्स इन अमेरिका, अकॉर्डिंग टू कैरन हॉर्नी, पीपल वर वेरी मच वरीड अबाउट देयर जॉब्स. दे वर वरीड अबाउट नॉट हैविंग इनफ मनी टू पे द रेंट. They were worried about to provide good medical care to their children. They were worried about how to buy food for their children. They were worried about trying to provide good education to their children. Now, it was based on this particular philosophy that Karen Horney began to develop her own theory of personality. In 1937, Karen Horney wrote a book called The Neurotic Personality of Our Times. In this book, she tried to discuss 2 basic needs of children. बच्चों की 2 बुनियादी ज़रूरतें और नीड्स, जिनको उसने लेबल किया नंबर 1 सेफ्टी, नंबर 2 satisfaction. So that is related with her concept of basic hostility and basic anxiety. Number 2, adjustment to basic anxiety. Karen Horney has listed 10 neurotic needs or 10 abnormal trends in people. Number 1, the neurotic need for affection and approval. The neurotic need for a partner who will run one's life. Number 3, the neurotic need to live one's life within narrow limits. Number 4, the neurotic need for power. Number 5, the neurotic need to exploit others. Number 6, the neurotic need for social recognition. Number 7, the neurotic need for personal admiration. Number 8, the neurotic need for ambition and personal achievement. Number 9, the neurotic need for self-sufficiency and independence. And number 10, the neurotic need for perfection. Dear students, we are talking about number 2, second important concept of Karen Horney's theory, and that is adjustment to basic anxiety. Now, when an individual experiences basic anxiety, he develops 10 neurotic needs, or these are labeled as 10 abnormal trends in people. और वो 10 abnormal trends जो हैं, they are based on certain needs. उन 10 नीड्स जिनका अभी हमने आपसे जिक्र किया और अभी इनके बारे में मज़ीद आगे चल के बात करेंगे. नाउ इन द ईयर 1945 कैरन हॉनी इन हर बुक called Our Inner Conflicts, she classified these 10 neurotic needs into 3 categories. तो 1945 में उसने एक किताब लिखी जिसका टाइटल था Our Inner Conflicts, and in this book she tried to classify people into 3 categories. और वो 3 categories क्या थी? Number 1, moving towards people, moving away from people and moving against people. तो बात हो रही है moving towards people, moving away from people and moving against people. और इन तीनों categories में 10 neurotic needs are being portrayed. उन पे focus होगा 10 neurotic needs. Another important thing, Karen Horney is talking about the relationship between real self एंड आइडियल सेल्फ. 2 चीज़ों पे वो फोकस कर रही है. एक तो है आपका रियल सेल्फ, द रियल यू, ऑल दोज थिंग्स दैट, वो सारे पोटेंशियल्स और वीकनेसेस जिनसे मिलके आप बने, ऑल दोज थिंग्स अबाउट विच यू हैव अवेयरनेस, दैट इज योर रियल सेल्फ. एंड आइडियल सेल्फ इज व्हाट यू एस्पायर, व्हाट यू डिजायर टू बिकम, जो आप बनना चाहते हैं, दैट इज आइडियल सेल्फ. नाउ real self and ideal self, they are 2 different things, but they should be closer to one another, and the closer they are, the more healthier and successful an individual. The more far away or more poles apart they are, well, the more unhealthy or neurotic personality an individual is going to have. In fact, the real self and the ideal self, they are 2 sides of the same coin, और वो reflect करते हैं एक ही individual को. Now, for Karen Horney, real self and ideal self and a working relationship and a close compatibility between the two is very essential and important for a healthy person. बात आपसे होगी जनाब एडजस्टमेंट टेक्निक्स की. हमने कहा कि व्हेन एन इंडिविजुअल डेवलप्स एंजाइटी एंड इन ऑर्डर टू कूप विद दिस एंजाइटी देयर आर सर्टेन एडजस्टमेंट टेक्निक्स दैट कैरन हॉनी इज टॉकिंग अबाउट, और उन एडजस्टमेंट टेक्निक्स के ऊपर हम बात करेंगे आपसे. नंबर 1 इज ब्लाइंड स्पॉट्स, नंबर 2 रैशनलाइजेशन, नंबर 3 एक्सेसिव सेल्फ कंट्रोल, Number 4, compartmentalization. Number 5, externalization. Number 6, arbitrary rightness. Number 7, elusiveness. And number 8, cynicism. So, dear students, we will be talking about blind spots, rationalization, excessive self-control, compartmentalization, externalization, arbitrary rightness, elusiveness and cynicism. तो ये हैं वो एडजस्टमेंट टेक्निक्स जो हमें कैरन हॉनी ने दी. और हमने कहा एडजस्टमेंट टेक्निक्स बिल्कुल वही हैं जो सिगमंड फ्रॉइड ईगो डिफेंस मैकेनिज्म्स या कूपिंग स्टाइल्स की बात करें. दे आर द सेम, बट देयर आर सर्टेन एडजस्टमेंट टेक्निक्स विच आर न्यू, which have been added by Karen Horney, and there are some older ones जो बिल्कुल फ्रॉइड वाली हैं और हम उन्हें भी देखेंगे. Now, goal of psychotherapy. In her book called Self-Analysis, Karen Horney says that many people do not have emotional problems because they learn to minimize conflict and try to maintain a relationship between their real and ideal self. कैरन हॉनी का फोकस इस बात पे है, उसने अपनी किताब सेल्फ एनालिसिस में कहा कि कुछ ऐसे लोग हैं, सम ऑफ अस आर, वी लर्न टू मिनिमाइज कॉन्फ्लिक्ट्स, हम में से कुछ ऐसे लोग हैं जो कॉन्फ्लिक्ट को मिनिमाइज कर लेते हैं. दूसरी तरफ दे ट्राई टू मेंटेन, और वो ये कोशिश करते हैं कि वो मेंटेन करें रियल और आइडियल सेल्फ के दरमियान एक रिलेशनशिप, एक ताल्लुक. सो that is important. Goal of psychotherapy is to develop a relationship between real self and ideal self, और ये भी सीखने की कोशिश की जाए कि किस तरह हम कॉन्फ्लिक्ट को मिनिमाइज कर सकते हैं. Dear students, that is as far as an outline of Karen Horney's पर्सनैलिटी थ्योरी इज कंसर्न. अभी हमने आपसे कैरन हॉर्नी की पर्सनैलिटी थ्योरी के जो मेन कॉन्सेप्ट्स और कंस्ट्रक्ट्स हैं उनकी सिर्फ आपको एक आउटलाइन दी है, उनका सिर्फ एक खाका आपको दिया है, लेकिन अब हम उनके बारे में डिटेल से बात करेंगे. सो लेट अस गो थ्रू द बायोग्राफिकल स्केच ऑफ कैरन हॉर्नीज लाइफ. कैरन हॉर्नी वाज बोर्न इन 1885. When she was 12 years old, she was treated by a doctor who impressed her so much that she decided to become a doctor herself. After becoming a doctor, she received psychoanalytic training at Berlin. Then she began practicing psychoanalysis. In 1932, she came to America in New York and she started her private practice and trained psychoanalyst. बात आपसे हो रही है कैरन हॉर्नी की और हमने कहा शी वॉज बोर्न इन द ईयर 1885 एंड शी वॉज सो मच इम्प्रेस्ड बाय अ डॉक्टर हु ट्रीटेड हर दैट शी डिसाइडेड टू बिकम अ डॉक्टर हरसेल्फ. उसके बाद हमने देखा कि आफ्टर बिकमिंग अ डॉक्टर शी लर्न साइकोएनालिसिस, गॉट ट्रेनिंग इन साइकोएनालिसिस and she left Berlin, Germany and came to America, New York, and she opened her own clinic and began training people in psychoanalysis. Now, while practicing psychoanalysis, Karen Horney discovered that Freud's theory did not fit into the problems that people were having. और उसे ये लगा कि लोगों के जो मसाइल हैं वो कुछ इस तरह के हैं जिसमें साइको एनालिसिस इज नॉट हेल्पिंग देम. सो व्हाइल डूइंग हर क्लिनिकल प्रैक्टिस शी केम अक्रॉस द कॉन्सेप्ट दैट समहाउ फ्रॉइडियन साइको एनालिसिस was not helping people in solving their psychological problems. क्योंकि कैरन हॉर्नी का ये ख्याल था कि people are more worried about their jobs, people are more worried about not having enough money to pay the rent, people are more worried about providing good medical care to their children, they are more worried about providing good education to their children. So based on all these philosophies, she began developing her own concept. उसकी theory का जो पहला अहम concept है and that is basic hostility and basic anxiety. Basic hostility and basic anxiety. In 1937, Karen Horney wrote a book called The Neurotic Personality of Our Time. In this book, Karen Horney tried to discuss that a child has two basic needs, which are safety and satisfaction, and the child is dependent on the parents for their satisfaction and gratification. The child is helpless and dependent in the early years of his life. बात आपसे हो रही है जनाब कैरन हॉर्नी की और उसमें पहला important concept of her theory is basic hostility and basic anxiety. Now, in her book, The Neurotic Personality of Our Times, Karen Horney is talking about that a child has two basic needs, safety and satisfaction. और इन दोनों नीड्स की सेटिस्फैक्शन और ग्रेटिफिकेशन के लिए द चाइल्ड लुक्स टुवर्ड्स द पेरेंट्स. तो पेरेंट चाइल्ड रिलेशनशिप इज इन फोकस. अब जब हम पेरेंट चाइल्ड रिलेशनशिप की बात करते हैं जनाब तो दो चीज़ें हो सकती हैं. टू थिंग्स कैन हैपन. नंबर वन, पेरेंट्स कैन डेमोन्स्ट्रेट true love, affection towards the child and satisfy his need of safety and satisfaction. तो जब true love, affection है तो the need for safety and satisfaction are gratified. If the parents are hostile or they do not love the child, जो दूसरी सूरत हाल है उसमें क्या कुछ होता है जी? When the parents don't love the child, they can be indifferent towards the child. Number two, they can reject the child. Number three, show obvious preference to another child. Number 4, show unfairness. Number 5, punishment towards the child. Number 6, ridicule the child. Number 7, humiliate the child. Number 8, have unkept promises to the child. Number 9, or isolate the child from others. बात आपसे हो रही है जनाब, हमने कहा जहाँ पे पेरेंट्स बच्चे को प्यार करते हैं and they provide affection and love, his need of safety and satisfaction are being gratified, they are being satisfied, so the child develops a healthier personality. दूसरी सूरत हाल जहाँ पर the parents they are not providing love and affection to the child, बल्कि वो क्या कर रहे हैं कि या तो बच्चे को रेडिक्यूल कर रहे हैं, ह्यूमिलेट करें, उससे जो वादे किए हैं कि हाँ मैं तुम्हें इतवार के दिन पिकनिक पर लेके जाऊंगा वो भी पूरे नहीं करें, उसको दूसरे बच्चों से अलग करें और उसके मुकाबले में अपने किसी दूसरे बच्चे को प्रेफर करें या प्रेफरेंस दे रहे हैं, या उसकी तरफ एक अनफेयर एटीट्यूड है, या उस बच्चे को रिजेक्ट करें या उसे अब्यूज करें. नाउ try to understand that if these practices or patterns are there, a child who is abused and rejected, well, he develops hostility, hatred, dislike, और ये hostility, hatred, dislike जो पहले parents की तरफ है, उसके बाद it's going to generalize towards the world and all the people in this world. तो जब माँ बाप बच्चे को रिजेक्ट करें और माँ बाप बच्चे को अब्यूज करें तो दिस चाइल्ड डिवेलप्स hostility, basic anxiety, and then he generalizes these feelings towards the world and all the people in this world. Now, when a child experiences love and warmth, he will develop normally. लेकिन एक ऐसा बच्चा जो कि जिसको आप अब्यूज करें, रिजेक्ट करें, इनडिफरेंट एटीट्यूड है आपका, he is going to develop an unhealthy personality, या जो टर्म कैरन हॉर्नी यूज करती है, न्यूरोटिक पर्सनैलिटी. एंड दिस अनहेल्दी पर्सनैलिटी, neurotic personality, is going to lead to more maladaptive relationships. So the moral of the story is that parents should demonstrate true love and affection towards the child and satisfy his safety and satisfaction need. बात जनाब आपसे इस अहम मौजू पे हो रही है कि माँ बाप बच्चों की तमाम ज़रूरतों को सेटिस्फाई करें. If they make promises, fulfill them. If they should treat fair, they should have a fair treatment towards all children, or they should not ridicule them, not make fun of them. Dear students, we are talking about Karen Horney's personality theory, और जनाब हम आपसे बात करेंगे जिसमें हमने कहा कि Karen Horney is an individual and she is talking about basic anxiety and neurotic personality, और उसमें उसने कहा कि basic anxiety develops in a child because he or she comes into this world of grown up adults, powerful individuals. और दूसरी तरफ हमने ये देखा कि if there is faulty parent-child relationship that leads to neurotic personality. Janab, Karen Horney being a lady and a parent, she gave a new dimension to personality development. Basic anxiety की तरफ तो चलिए इतनी नई बात नहीं है, लेकिन faulty parent-child relationship leading to neurotic personality development. So this component comes from a lady and a parent, और ये इससे पहले ये dimension और focus नहीं ऐड हुआ था. So this was an innovative and a new concept, and it's a very important concept that parent-child relationship, healthy parent-child relationship based on love and affection leads to healthier personality development, and a hostile, rejecting, abusive, humiliating relationship between parent and child leads to neurotic personality development. उसके बाद जनाब हमने आपके साथ कुछ बेसिक इम्पॉर्टेंट कॉन्सेप्ट्स देखे कैरन हॉनी की थ्योरी के, जिसमें हमने देखा बेसिक हॉस्टिलिटी एंड बेसिक एंजाइटी, एडजस्टमेंट टू बेसिक एंजाइटी। उसके बाद हमने देखा कैरन हॉनी क्लासिफाइड पीपल according to 10 neurotic needs into 3 categories: moving towards people, moving away from people and moving against people. फिर relationship between real self और ideal self. There is a real self, there is an ideal self, and the closer they are, the better, healthier individual, more successful, healthier individual we come across. फिर कुछ एडजस्टमेंट टेक्निक्स की कैरन हॉनी बात करते हुए नजर आती है, और ये एडजस्टमेंट टेक्निक्स बिल्कुल वही हैं, इनमें कुछ नई हैं बाकी जो हमें सिगमंड फ्रॉइड के ईगो डिफेंस मैकेनिज्म से। तो जनाब बात आपसे हम कर रहे हैं कैरन हॉनी की पर्सनैलिटी थ्योरी की, जिसमें हमने कहा कैरन हॉनी डेवलप्ड अ थ्योरी which is based on concepts like number 1 basic anxiety and number 2 neurotic personality. Now according to Karen Horney, basic anxiety is created when a child is born into the bigger and more powerful world of adults. Number 2 neurotic personalities, maladaptive ways of dealing with relationships. Focus is on parent-child relationship based on hostility and rejection. जनाब बात आपसे हम करें कैरन हॉनी की थ्योरी की, और हमने उसमें कहा कि there are two things she is talking about. Basic anxiety. Basic anxiety is created when a child is born into this world of powerful adult individuals. Number 2, Karen Horney is talking about neurotic personalities. Well, maladaptive ways of dealing with relationships, and her focus is on parent-child relationship. हमने कहा कि Karen Horney was a lady and a parent, so she is focusing on two things. Number 1, child's feeling of insecurity. And these feelings of insecurity in the child creates basic anxiety. Number 2, faulty parent-child relationship creates a neurotic personality, creates an leads to unhealthy personality development. तो बात आपसे करेंगे कैरन हॉनी की थ्योरी के बेसिक कॉन्सेप्ट्स की, जिसमें नंबर 1 basic hostility, basic anxiety. Number 2, adjustment to basic anxiety. Number 3, she classified people according to 10 neurotic needs in 3 categories. Number 4, relationship between real self and ideal self. Number 5, she is focusing on adjustment techniques. And number 6, we'll see what is the goal of psychotherapy. Janab Karen Horney was born in 1885 in Berlin. By profession, she was a doctor. She began training people in psychoanalysis, but in 1932 she migrated to America, and in New York she set up her clinic and began training people in psychoanalysis. It was during her clinical practice that she discovered that somehow people were not getting better with psychoanalysis. Unconscious or childhood experiences were not important. People were facing problems, and these problems were related with economic issues, such as people were very much bothered about their jobs. उनको अपनी नौकरियों की बहुत फिक्र थी. They were more concerned about paying the rent of the house. They were bothered about providing good education to their children. They were bothered about providing proper medical care to their children and to buy food for their children. So, based on these economic issues, she began developing her theory of personality. So, एक नई dimension आई कि economics का भी impact है आपकी personality development के ऊपर. The first concept of her theory, basic hostility and basic anxiety. In 1937, Karen Horney wrote a book called The Neurotic Personality of Our Time, and in this book she tried to discuss that a child has two basic needs, which are safety and satisfaction. So dear students, हमने कहा basic hostility and basic anxiety refer to the fact that according to Karen Horney, every child has got two needs, safety need and satisfaction need. अब ये सेफ्टी और सेटिस्फैक्शन की जो नीड है ये फुलफिल होती है बाय हैविंग ए रिलेशनशिप विद द पेरेंट्स. पेरेंट चाइल्ड रिलेशनशिप जो है उसमें नीड ऑफ सेफ्टी एंड नीड ऑफ सेटिस्फैक्शन, हाउ दे आर बीइंग ग्रेटिफाइड, हाउ दे आर बीइंग फुलफिल्ड. सेकेंड इम्पॉर्टेंट कॉन्सेप्ट, adjustment to basic anxiety. Karen Horney has listed 10 neurotic needs or 10 abnormal trends in people. Number 1, the neurotic need for affection and approval. Number 2, the neurotic need for a partner who will run one's life. Number 3, the neurotic need to live one's life within narrow limits. Number 4, the neurotic need for power. Number 6, the neurotic need for social recognition. Number 7, the neurotic need for personal admiration. Number 8, the neurotic need for ambition and personal achievement. Number 9, the neurotic need for self-sufficiency and independence. And number 10, the neurotic need for perfection. बात आपसे हो रही है जनाब कैरन हॉर्नी की 10 neurotic needs की. These 10 neurotic needs are there in all of us. They are there in normal people and they are there in abnormal people. Now as a need arises and once it is fulfilled, or whether even if it is not fulfilled, a normal person moves on to the second need. The abnormal individual selects one need, hangs on to it, invests all his energy in seeking or fulfilling or gratification of that particular need. ये जो 10 की 10 needs हैं ये हम सब में हैं. As the need arises, we try to gratify it, we try to fulfill it. If it is not fulfilled, the normal individual discards it and moves on to the other one. The abnormal individual is fixated on one need and invests all his energy, stamina in gratification of that particular need. हम सब के अंदर ये 10 की 10 नीड्स हैं और जब एक नीड अराइज करती है हम उसे फुलफिल करने की कोशिश करते हैं, वो पार्शियली या फुली ना भी फुलफिल हो तो नॉर्मल पर्सन सिलेक्ट्स वन, हैंग्स ऑन टू इट and ignores other 9 needs and invests all his energy on fulfilling one single need. Third important concept. In 1945, Karen Horney in her book Our Inner Context classified 10 neurotic needs in 3 categories. Moving towards people, moving away from people, moving against people. जनाब बात आते हो रही है 1945, Karen Horney gave us 10 neurotic needs and based on these 10 neurotic needs, she tried to classify people into 3 groups. Moving towards people, moving against people, moving away from people. हम सबके अंदर ये 3 ट्रेंड्स मौजूद हैं. At times we are moving towards people, at times we are moving against people, at times we are moving away from people. नॉर्मल और एबनॉर्मल दोनों इंडिविजुअल्स में ये तीनों ट्रेंड्स मौजूद हैं. कभी हम वी आर मूविंग टुवर्ड्स पीपल, एट टाइम्स वी आर मूविंग अगेंस्ट पीपल, एट टाइम्स वी आर मूविंग अवे फ्रॉम पीपल. होता है कि नॉर्मल इंडिविजुअल एज अ सिचुएशन राइज ही अडॉप्ट्स वन मोड ऑफ रिलेटिंग टू द वर्ल्ड. अगर उसकी जरूरत है तो ही गोइंग टू मूव टुवर्ड्स द पीपल टू फुलफिल सर्टेन नीड्स. Once those needs are fulfilled, he is going to discard this mode of behavior and adopt moving against people, such as to exploit them, or जब वो नहीं पूरी हो गई उसके बाद moving away from people, isolating myself from people. So normal individuals, healthy individuals, utilizes these 3 modes: moving towards people, moving against people, moving away from people, according to the needs that arise. The abnormal individual selects one mode of behavior, एक mode of behavior select करता है, either moving towards people, and invests all his stamina and energy in that particular mode. And once whether needs are being fulfilled or not, he still hang on to that particular mode of relating to people, whether it's serving his purpose or not. So that is the difference between the normal person and an abnormal person or a neurotic person. EMT is the relationship between real self and ideal self. Now the real self represents all those things that are true about the individual, and the ideal self, it reflects that what you want to, what you would like to become, what you aspire to become. So हम कह सकते हैं real self तो all those things which are true about you, all the potentials, the weaknesses, और ideal self is जो आप बनना चाहते हैं, what you aspire to become. अब ये ना, द रियल सेल्फ इज द एक्चुअल यू एंड द आइडियल सेल्फ इज जो आप बनना चाहते हैं. अब इन दोनों के दरमियान एक बाहमी ताल्लुक और रिलेशनशिप होना चाहिए. और असल में ये दोनों जो रियल सेल्फ और आइडियल सेल्फ, दे आर द टू साइड्स ऑफ द सेम कॉइन. दे आर टू एस्पेक्ट्स ऑफ योर पर्सनैलिटी एंड इंटीग्रेशन एंड द कमिंग क्लोजर ऑफ द टू इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. और ये उसमें होगा जिनमें who is able to deny conflict, who does self ideal self then apart but they are closer. The actual you and what you want to become. Actual you really know what your potentials are. और आप जो बनना चाहते हैं कि आप में वो पोटेंशियल है उन सब चीज़ों को हासिल करने का, तो अगर रियल सेल्फ और आइडियल सेल्फ के बारे में एक रियलिस्टिक वे में एक परसेप्शन आप रखते हैं, तो देन यू आर गोइंग टू बी द टू आर गोइंग टू बी क्लोजर और इट्स देन दैट यू आर गोइंग टू सी ए हेल्दी सक्सेसफुल इंडिविजुअल. Number 5, adjustment techniques. Now, Sigmund Freud gave us ego defense mechanisms. Karen Horney is talking about adjustment techniques. The two are the same. Whether it's Freud's ego defense mechanism or Karen Horney's adjustment techniques, they are the same. In fact, Karen Horney has added some new and usable techniques of adjustment जो कि हैं blind spots, rationalization, compartmentalization, excessive self-control, externalization, arbitrary rightness, elusiveness, cynicism. इसमें ये टेक्निक है, एक adjustment, arbitrary rightness, elusiveness and cynicism. ये वो 4 टेक्निक्स हैं जो कि नई हैं, which have been added by Karen Horney. And as far as rationalization, excessive self-control, compartmentalization are concerned, they are the same which Sigmund Freud has given us. उसमें कतन कोई नई चीज नहीं. Goal of psychotherapy. In a book called Self-Analysis, Karen Horney says that many people do not have emotional problems because they learn to minimize conflict and try to maintain a relationship between their real and ideal self. So Karen Horney is talking about that the goal of psychotherapy should be that one is able to minimize conflict and develop a relationship between real self and ideal self. Dear students, today we began talking to you about a new theory, and this new theory is of Karen Horney's personality theory. And in this theory, we went through some concepts such as number 1, basic anxiety, number 2, neurotic personality. जनाब, जब basic anxiety की बात होती है तो according to Karen Horney, a child is born into this world of adult individuals. So he comes into this world of powerful and bigger individuals. The child experiences anxiety. So this is basic anxiety. Second is neurotic personality. Karen Horney, being a lady and a parent, focused on parent-child relationship. बात यूँ है कि basic anxiety तो create हुई बच्चे में when he comes into this world. और maladaptive ways of developing relations in this world leads to neurotic personality. सबसे अहम relationship जिसके ऊपर Karen Horney is focusing is on parent-child relationship. So according to Karen Horney, the child has need for safety and satisfaction. And if there is affectionate, loving relationship between parent and child, the child will develop a healthy personality. If there is abusive, rejecting, non-genuine relationship between parent and child, this will lead to a faulty or neurotic or unhealthy personality development. Dear students, we began talking to you about a new personality theory given to us by Karen Horney, जिसमें focus है basic anxiety, basic hostility और neurotic personality. I hope you have enjoyed listening to this lecture. Please go through the PowerPoint slides and the Word document that is available to you on the web page of Personality Psychology course. And do keep in touch if you have a problem. Hope to see you in our next lecture. Up till then, it is Khuda Hafiz.